Pickens, 911.
Hey, we got a bad fire at a residence off of Split Rail Trail. Major fire.
Flames filling the sky.
We're on Sequilly Trail up in Pickens County. There's a fire going on.
And you could hear the popping of the windows shattering, explosions.
The whole house is on fire. I need you over here now.
The man making the urgent plea for help, Steve Schultz. He lives next door. It was his brother's old home on fire.
The heat was enormous. You could not get within 200 feet of the home.
Pickens County firefighters arrived just outside Jasper within 9 minutes. A short time later, though, Steve noticed something wrong. Water from the fire hoses losing pressure, unable to extinguish the blaze.
The hose would fill up, and then 15 minutes later, it would shrink down to nothing.
While the home burned, 911 operators called the Jasper Water Department, asking to increase its water pressure to nearby fire hydrants.
Is there absolutely anything you guys can do to get more water out there, because they are completely and totally out and the fire's not out yet?
No, there's not.
Firefighters on the scene called 911 back, asking for help.
Can you call the city water department and have them increase the pressure up here?
We asked them already, and they said they couldn't do it.
All right, well, we're sitting here waiting on water. We're watching our burn.
I'm sorry.
The water department's solution? A fire hydrant more than 1.5 miles away.
That's where the best water pressure y'all are probably going to get is going to come from.
The City of Jasper's water director and the Pickens County fire chief declined on-camera interviews. But a review investigation discovered 2 potential problems that August day. The first, a water line in the area wasn't working. City water employees mentioned it multiple times to dispatchers.
Because our line that goes underneath the creek is still currently out. So there's no way for us to adjust the pressure to that area.
The other problem, these hydrants in the area. Sure, they look like the hydrants you've seen used by firefighters, but according to the Jasper Water Department, they were never intended to be used to put out fires. According to the city, it installed the hydrants about 10 years ago in the Hickory Cove community, where Steve and about 40 other homeowners live. But the water pipes were only intended for home use, like washing dishes, laundry, and showers. They're too small for anything else and not adequately equipped to battle fires. Jasper's water director told me the homeowners should have known that.
Did you know those fire hydrants were not to be used to fight fires?
Not at all. Fire hydrants to me are there for a purpose. They're called a fire hydrant, and that's when we saw them being put in, it was relief.
Steve isn't the only one in the community.
That's what I would think. I mean, how would you know otherwise?
We were never told, never use it to put out fires.
When asked on the community's Facebook group, 6 more homeowners said they didn't know either. One writing, "We weren't aware." Pretty scary.
False sense of security?
Definitely false sense.
Steve knows the risks of moving into a rural community. The home likely would have been a total loss. But Pickens County is seeing a lot of new construction, and he hopes county and city officials will be more transparent with homeowners before the next emergency.
All right, well, we're sitting here waiting on water. We're watching our burn.
Something else that could have helped, a water tower built in the Hickory Cove area. The city of Jasper asked Steve if it could build one on his property years ago. He said yes, it never happened. The water department tells me there are no immediate plans to build one or install larger water lines in the community for the hydrants to properly work.